Hey there. How's it going? I thought I'd been neglecting my cuspers a little bit, who I know want to see the energy for cusp signs. And I thought I would jump on and do a collective cusp reading. What's going on in the remainder of August for the cuspers? As we know, cuspers have just a unique energy. They're always kind of feeling betwixt and between. So they need extra TLC. And sometimes they just need to know what's going on in the cusp zone. So I'm going to do a Celtic cross spread for the cuspers with a little bit of clarifying and oracles and see where it leads us. And if there's anybody that really needs to hear about a relationship, off to the side, I'm just going to pull a couple oracles on relationship as well. So let's get going. Still working on my coffee and my water. So got all my little accoutrements here. Cuspers, been shuffling and thinking about you for a while. What's going on? Present situation, Ace of Cups, present challenge, 9 of Discs, base of the reading, 8 of Cups. Recent past, 8 of Swords. Potential outcome, Justice. We like that. Near future. Oh my God, Cuspers. I'm so glad that we're doing this. Seriously, near future. We go from the 8 of Swords to the 9 of Swords. Your situation and where you are right now, which is excellent, the Emperor. Your external situation, surroundings, things people interplaying with you is the Sun, not bad. And your hopes and dreams is the Devil. Hopes and fears. I think this is a fear. I'm going to guess this is a fear, Cuspers. And potential outcome, if things you can act on it or whatever, is the 6 of Cups. Okay. I think that this justice is really what's on your mind, fairness, equity, and you hope to kind of get back joy, and it could be coming your way. This joy, reconnection to yourself, joy, youthfulness, lightness. Lord knows you need some lightness with these swords energies. Bottom of the deck is the 4 of Cups. So maybe you're in a funk. Yeah, something's got to change. We have Wheel of Fortune, Star, Death, and we have Wheel of Fortune, Star, Death, and this 4 of Cups. So there may be this is so bizarre, isn't it? There's the Ace of Cups here. That's just what's coming into your current situation. And actually, the under the deck energy is you kind of not really picking up on this cup. So be aware, cuspers, that there's something could be coming in. There's a nice fresh reboot, restart emotionally. And I'll just say we are going to get into the reading, but there's just an element of you resisting change or resisting the change or ending that is required to pick up this new emotional start. There's healing and moving on involved here. I'm not sure if it's a relationship or just something you're emotionally tied to or hooked to. Could be something that you're hooked to. The challenge is breaking free of it. I mean, clearly, emotional freedom, abundance, separateness needed to make the most of this. I feel like you're addressing that with the Emperor. I feel like you're trying to get boundaries, but there's something coming in. It's like really good. There's something coming in. Maybe it's because you did start to walk away from something, but let's see what's happening here for you, my cusp friends, and we will take it from there. You've got the Wheel of Fortune, Star, things moving along to bring you healing, change, transformation. and a new opportunity. You're just not sure. You're very skeptical. I don't blame you given this reading looks like you've possibly been hurt. Um, so, why would you jump into something if you're not sure? Your little skepticism is like putting up healthy boundaries, perhaps because you've been burnt in something. Hmm. We need to see. We need to see what it is. Let's do some clarifying. I'm going to go, what's to the recent past that's caused you the Eight of Swords angst and stressors and anxiety? What is in the past, recent past, this Eight of Swords energy? Am I getting like the mirror image here? I'm getting like the mirror image. Huh. I don't know. Anyway, your recent past, being left out in the cold. Maybe you were ghosted. Maybe you had a loss, family, and causing you to make a decision. Hmm. I think, in some cases, the Five of Pentacles is a literal, like two people against the world kind of thing, two people left out of their tribe, out of their community. For some of you, and this is going to be very specific, you're actually dealing with a situation where maybe your family rejected you too as a couple and has forced you to make a choice, and possibly between your family and this person, or the two of you have to go off together. And for some of you, you may be actually needing to let go of a relationship or an event or a situation that you were invested in because it's just too stressful, and we'll see why. But yeah, recently you've been in angst over something to do with your community, intergenerational family, and it's forced your hand to pick a path. Let me just get one more card about that. One more card about that. Two. Yeah, I think you're trying to assess, trying to get to some clarity around what this all means, why this is happening. You might be tapping your friends for support, to get to the root of the matter that made you so upset with your family, excuse me, or the community. No. So this offer coming in, yeah, I'm not going to go there yet. I'm not going to go there yet. I really also want to look at what is it then that you stepped away from, going a little bit out of order. So I'm a rebel. What can I say? But you did walk away from something, and I just feel like it's very tied to, that's the root of the reading is, the Eight of Cups. You walk away from something that you are emotionally invested in, and, you really maybe not don't want to, but you see the full cups, but you think there's something more, something different, something better. And I think this is very synced up with your reading, because at the bottom of the deck, you had yeah, not so much. I'm being given an offer, but yeah, I don't know. And I just, there's newness happening. I'm already walking away from something, excuse me, that I don't want anymore for something more meaningful. Good news is in your surroundings is the sun. So it doesn't get much better than that. So let's just be real. And the Wheel of Fortune, healing, change. There's going to be good change happening for you, for those of you resonating so far with this cusper. So pardon me, I'm so sorry. Wow, Six of Cups again. Queen of Wands, Six of Cups, and the King of Cups. Okay, so I feel like this was your energy coming out first. The Queen of Wands is charismatic, maybe enigmatic, like hard to figure out. They're an enigma. They might be intriguing. They're emotional, inspiring, and attractive, on very many levels. There could have been a recent reunion with you and a King of Cups, or there's a joyful, happy connection with you and a King of Cups energy. And I feel like that's what you walked away from. I don't know. For some of you, you're seeking to reunite with this person and you needed to step away from something in order to do that. I don't know. I'm not sure which way it's going. I'm not getting a vision of which way it's going. If you're pursuing this King of Cups or you're walking away. Now we've got a Queen of Wands. There's definitely could be a triangle vibe, and we've got the Emperor again. I think you might be walking away because I feel like boundaries. I feel like you walked away from a King of Cups um, that is a soul connection on some level, maybe a karmic connection for you. Um, there was a need to walk away from this King of Cups, is what I'm feeling, and set a boundary. I do feel that. 'Cause that's where you are now as well. Emperor. Oh my God, the people just keep coming. Cuspers, the people just keep coming. Oh my gosh. I hope there's not that many players in this reading. That's just too much. It's just too much. So let's go back to the heart of the reading. You have this new love offer or new igniting of emotion, idea, concept, opportunity. It could be through work, it could be through relationship. We're not going to just say this is a relationship. Let's learn more. I do think it's a partnership I just do feel like it's a partnership or a relationship. I don't know if it's romantic or not. Something that you've been emotionally invested in or you want to be potentially emotionally invested in, a new opportunity. I feel like you've been worried or burnt and maybe you're just reluctant. Maybe you feel very tied into something. For some of you, and this is going to only resonate with some of you, you feel very roped into something, either by obligation or by like an addictive relationship quality, like a push-pull toxic relationship quality. For some of you, it'll be hard to break free. You've been trying to work your boundaries. That's what's been it could be for some of you, that's been very anxiety brewing, and you fear that you're not going to be able to break the pattern, or you make it kind of, that you might be going backward. So for some of you, it is clear to me that for some of you, obviously these readings don't apply to everybody, that there's a lot of angst around an addictive quality or just a pattern that you're really trying to shake. You're trying to break free to from a pattern you're trying to shake. Change, healing, and transformation is in the offering for you with this Wheel of Fortune, star, death, etc. What is keeping you from accepting this new start? What is keeping you from accepting this new start? We're going to figure that out. So there is a newness coming in. There's just this challenge with breaking free. Why? 7 of Swords, star again, 2 of Pentacles, and the Moon. Well, there's a fear. There's definitely a fear. Some mystery afoot here. So, I feel like you're roped in. I feel like this is the push and pull infinity thing here, where you're roped in with this particular soul who is part of your history or part of your maybe even I just heard like neural pathways in your brain, that maybe you have a recurring neural pathway brain pattern with this person, which maybe in your intelligence, that this is not, whether it's a business partner, whether it's a romantic partner, you intellectually know that this may not be right, good for you kind of thing. They've gotten in the way of your healing, but somehow you're in a loop. You're in a loop with this situation. For some of you, definitely. You're in a loop with this situation, so it keeps you from taking a reboot, from taking this refreshed opportunity to pursue an emotional new start with freedom. 9 of Pentacles. Anything else in that front? So they're a charismatic, attractive, sexy person. And to this point, that's been very alluring. I think we're turning into a bit more of a relationship reading for some reason, for some of you. There's been an allure, there's been the attraction, but you're kind of getting wise to it, thinking I need to cut out some really problematic thing happening here, putting a block to it. Good for you. Emperor, Emperor, putting a block to it. There's still this vacillating back and forth. You're not clear of it yet. That's your challenge during this period, is you're not quite clear of it yet. But this is what it's about. You're like, can I just cut this out? Can I cut it out? I actually see that based on the card, you can. I mean, based on the card, you totally can. You can. You have the potential to do this. For those of you who need the sign that this is going to be okay, we're going to do some oracles too. But from what I've been seeing so far, as troublesome as this is, as weak as you may feel sometimes to kind of like break the chain and start something new, or kind of get a fresh start from this situation that you know deep down is not good, I feel you will, and you can, and you know glimmers of that are there already. If you're not already feeling a little bit better, just because you can push this away, boundaries, doesn't mean you're willing to fully or ready to fully accept the healing and the new start. Change is hard. Change is super hard. I mean, anybody here on this call admit to change being hard? I know you do. We all do. It's a human development, a human factor. Change is dirty, mucky, challenging for all of us humans. We just are. Yeah, I see some thumbs up on that. Let's see. Why are you in? Let's get more clarification. Why you're in the energy of the Emperor. I feel we know, but let's just see. What is it really that you're setting boundaries? What are you getting into your power over? Wow, awesome. Ace of Wands. Knight of Swords. And High Priestess. So, yeah, in the middle was this Knight of Swords event where somebody really kind of might have given you actually an epiphany over this situation where you really were just trying to break free. And you know what? What enabled you to get your power back and the Emperor energy and the boundaries and the protectiveness of your power in the Emperor energy was there was somebody took like a big misstep that kind of was a tipping point for you. It could be this devil energy, this other person in this connection that kind of just spurred you into a realization where you're like, really? And ignited your, I guess, your impetus, your passion, and your initiative to click into something here. At the same time, it's caused you to kind of go within, to tap what's the right answer. But I feel like it was spurred by somebody coming in. This is the bat out of hell. Somebody coming in with the wrong words, brusque, insulting, blunt. There's really not a great energy anytime for me with the Knight of Swords. It's even worse when it's upside down. And even though I'm not reading reversals, it was upside down. But it was definitely somebody coming in with, whether it was text or email or voicemail, whatever it was you received or you heard through somebody else, somebody came in carelessly. Maybe it was out of passion for them, but it was just placed wrong. But I think where it's positioned for me is it ignited in you the need to go within and reboot, like new start again. Ace of Cups, Ace of Wands. I need to protect myself. I want to empower myself. It kind of fired up your energy to think of yourself, to take care of yourself. And as the laws of attraction tell us, when you do that for yourself, good things follow, right? You attract at the right level. When your boundaries are loose, permeable, you let bad energy in, you let the wrong people in. It's a cascading event. It is a circular event, right? I think we all know that. If you're on tarot and you're doing these insightful readings for yourself, you do know that basically what we do spurs into a chain event of other things coming our way, and you have that insight. So in this respect, I think somebody triggered you in the positive direction, like you're effing kidding me, and I've got to take a hold of this. For some of you, it might have been like a breaking point. Like I've got to take a hold of this and act, or take a hold of this and protect myself, or take a hold of this and take a beat. I just need a pause. What's good is that, well, let's talk about just the ramifications. First, there will be a near term as you introspect and think through about this, you know, the cobwebs of anxiety are not gone yet. You've got a holdover effect. So someone who did something or is affecting you in this toxic energy, it's not easily cleared. So we are going to look at that in terms of advice for you and everything. It will be cleared, and you've got sun in your immediate surroundings, people energy to help support you in that. You are hoping to clear it. You want justice, you want reciprocity. Maybe you're just drained at this point. You've been giving too much of yourself up to this person, this energy, trying to hold something together, trying to make the decision, stay or go, stay or go. I'm hearing that too. For some of you, it's like the angst isn't even just the situation, it's the decision. For some of you, it's the decision, like, do I stay, do I go? And you've kind of been ruminating over that. King of Pentacles, yep, stuck hanged man, and blocking that blocked energy with the Four of Pentacles. I'm going to take one more. And again, the Four of Cups. Not being able to let it through. The great thing about boundaries is our boundaries have the ability to protect us, yes, from too much coming in. These are two boundary cards, like minor arcana or major arcana to me. And this one's, blocking the new emotional energy coming in. There's a block, there's a block. It's probably to protect you. It's probably well suited for you. It's probably because you need it and nobody's denying it, but it's keeping you stuck. It's keeping you stuck from either an opportunity around the corner or realizing and manifesting your true greatness here in some way, or just having full dominion over abundance in your life. Because when we get too stuck and the energy, the flow is stuck, despite it being protective, nothing's coming out and nothing's going in. It's kind of like if you want to create financial abundance in your life, you can't just feel that there's a limitation on it, that you have to hoard your money, that you have to never spend money if you have it. We need to spend money to make money. We need to feel abundant and fluid with our money. So a great exercise for making money is to imagine and fantasize about what you'll spend your money on when you have it. Let the energy of generosity and the energy of spending and being more loose and playful with your money bring the money in. Maybe this is a time for you from a relationship standpoint that you need to just journal about what you truly want in a relationship and how you'll be in a new relationship, even if it feels hard to be this now. You might feel that it's hard to be this now because you're so protective. But unfortunately, for the moment, in the very near future, it is possibly just keeping you really stuck. And it could just be that you need to be there. I believe that everything is happening for a reason in most cases, whether it's always for our greater good ultimately. But this reciprocity and this equity of maybe you giving out too much of your energy, which not maybe you're giving out too much of your energy on this. And the reciprocity is around, a death, a change. Again, this is a really clear, straight up reading for me. The justice you want is you just want to make a change. It'll feel like justice for you if you can let this go. It'll feel like justice for you if you can let this go. You want to do it in a way that it's not win-lose. That's not equitable. That's not justice. That could have been the game that you or someone else was playing in the past. I'm one up on you, you're one up on me. Who's going to ghost who left somebody on open, who responded to whom. I mean, those kind of games. But you're having an epiphany over it. You're having a final realization. So the realization will come despite the hanged man here. You really want the realization. You really want the new start. You really want almost like another chance to do this better is what I feel. And I feel that you'll get it. It's just going to be a little bit of work, cusp friends. It's going to be a little bit of work, but what you have supporting you in your environment is this sun. And the equity and fairness is coming in that vibe. I mean, seriously. Could be a king of wands is going to be instrumental in that. And you'll have an opportunity to show your worth, or maybe there's a child in your life that's supportive here. But I do feel like there's a king, there's a fire sign, male energy that's actually going to be instrumental in this, and your value is going to come through. Period. End stop. Your value and your worth is going to be acknowledged by your surroundings, by your opportunity, by the people that you are engaging with. So, good news coming out of a very tough time. It's just a very tough time. This wanted to pop out. Yeah. Healing, balance, integration, harmony, love. Awesome. So let's complete with what's the devil nature, and then I'm going to do some extra here. But what's the devil nature that you're worried about? We've been talking all around it. Let's see. 7 of Cups. Definitely there's some fantasy involved here. The Chariot and Page of Cups. Oh, there's options. You fear this toxic pattern. For some of you, you know it's not tethered to reality. You might be telling yourself a story around this relationship, around this person. That is not real. It's just not grounded in reality for you. This is what I'm getting. I feel like you need to take charge. If somebody comes back around with an offer or a ploy or a plea or a play, any of the above, a ploy, a plea, or a play for forgiveness, I think the answer is keep the boundaries up. You want to gain dominion over your heart and your head here. Keep control of the chariot. Keep control of the black and white horses, or in this case, the Sphinx. Excuse me. I think that this is going to be a test, and in all good, excuse me, stories, there's a test, and when we pass the test, there's goodness on the other side. So your goal and mission here is to transform and break this chain. Do what you need to do. Stay in control. There's a lot of control and boundaries and empowerment in this reading. You've had tastes of it. You've begun it. Employ your tribe helping you. And 6 of Cups as a potential outcome. Tapping into joy, getting the truth about something, dropping the burden, and getting to victory. Yeah. So that's a really good outcome. I feel like it's also keeping your head, tapping your wisdom. Keep your head, cuspers. Don't let this derail you. There is a toxic energy in the mist. It's been worrying you so much so that you've blocked so hard. You've not let in even all the positive energy that you could be, because it's at your disposal. It's kind of like here. This change and transformation for healing, opportunity for healing is coming. Don't block that too. Okay, don't block that too. Yeah, strength, confidence, wisdom, and again, clarity, power coming. For some of you, the hermit might be a counselor. You might feel the need, abundance. You might feel the need to, seek counsel. If you're feeling overly stuck, it's always a good idea. I mean, sometimes we can't do these things ourselves. Lord knows you can't always do this yourself. So if you have a friend, mentor, guide, counselor type who seems to help you through this, if you haven't touched in a while, we kind of sometimes have that special friend, or we just know of a professional either, for some other subset of you, it means you are that for you, and that you may need to kind of go off and do your thing and just, high priestess hermit yourself here. Okay. Let's take a card that is just a little bit around, it's often around empowerment and relationship, and see what the other advice is. Or maybe not so much the positive side, but what else is going on in this unhealthy cycle that you're trying to and so want to break free of, but you're kind of really walled up over this. When you meet your soulmate, you feel calm, no anxiety or agitation. How often have we stayed roped in to a situation where it's that push-pull energy, where it's that attraction and it's magnetic and it's, "Oh, I know this person. It feels like we've known each other forever. They must be my soulmate." And at the same time, one minute it's kinda like really high passion or positive and clicking, and the next minute it's anxiety brewing, and what are they doing, and why, did they dislike something I did or said? All of a sudden they're gone, and then they're back, or you're doing that to them, and this whole like push pull anxiety thing, where here is just, this is the truth bomb right here. When it is your soulmate, it's a feeling of calm. It's not anxious. It's not agitating. Okay. Anxiety and agitation and excitement, um, is a brain stimulator. It's not a sign of calm, peaceful connection, love. It doesn't mean you can't have charisma. It doesn't mean you can't have sexual attraction in a calm relationship, but it should not make you think less of yourself. It should not make you feel doubting yourself and always on walking on eggshells or on edge. All you need to do is believe in yourself. That's the law of attraction we just talked about. It starts with you. And one more. I have found the one that my soul loves. Well, what I heard when I read this was it's self-love first. I don't think this reading is telling me that I have calmly found the soul, you know, that I love, the one that my soul loves. You may feel that, and that could be the deception. That could be the fantasy that you're willing to take. Possibly you're contemplating when this person comes back with this offer that you might take it. Well, 7 of Cups, it's a fantasy, I'm here to say. Don't be fooled, okay? You've got so much going on, that you can't be fooled. Start reclaiming who you truly are. Some people really need to hear that. Maybe not everybody, but some people are here needing to really hear that. Let me do another, and then I'll open it up if somebody needs a reading. Anybody on the call that needs a quick reading, I'll open it up for some just really quick on that. What else do you need to know, collective cusp folks that are resonating with this breaking free idea here? Luck is on your side, Wheel of Fortune. Yes, it is. What did we just say? Luck is on your side. And take time to breathe out. All these swords. Take time to breathe out. Okay? High Priestess, Hermit. You need to take a rest and know that things are going to be okay and get in touch with yourself. That's what this is saying. I'm going to pull one more for you here. Adjustments are required. Yeah. Don't do what you've always done. Don't slip into the past patterns. I know you fear that because you have that in your fears. You fear that you won't be able to unhook from the patterns. So adjustment is needed. Before we can adjust, we need to slow down. If we just keep going at warp speed, you're not going to adjust. If you keep going on automatic and knee-jerk reaction, no adjustments and no insight is possible. So you need to slow down, spend that time, maybe get some help. We talked about that. And adjust. Okay? But this is going to turn out to be okay. I can tell you that. It's definitely a challenging period for some of you that are identifying with this, no doubt. Opportunities are being presented to you on all angles here, and you're just not ready to receive. So it looks like there needs to be a little bit of work first on that front. So at this point, if there's anybody who wants a quick reading, please throw something in the comments and I'll read for you. I don't know. I think I have my comments on. Looks like I have my comments on. If anybody wants something by the time I'm collecting up these cards, I will read. If not, I will end the reading and leave it for those of us who were not here together to read it later. Thank you for being here. I so appreciate it. And there is good coming. You're going off to something much more fulfilling, and that's very exciting. So wishing you all kinds of luck with that. And let's see. Um, okay, so how do your last 5 months of the year look? This is Maurice. Okay, Maurice, give me a moment. Last 5 months of the year. Last 5 months of the year. Okay, yeah, I guess that would be beginning with August, right? So let's get it going for you. Last 5 months of the year. Is there any particular category you feel? Or are you just thinking in general, Maurice? Is there a particular category? Particular category in the last 5 months of the year? Just let me know. This is Maurice, last 5 months of the year. In general, but I mean my finances haven't been doing well lately. Okay. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Well, opportunities coming in. Emotional opportunities. I'm going to pull 5 cards for you. I'm going to pull one for August, September, October, November, and December. How's that? You can kind of see the month-to-month flow here. And see if there's a leap of faith needed. Okay. Okay. Bottom of the deck, walking away from something. Bottom of the deck, walking away from something. Okay. Seems like you've been indecision over something. You've been indecisive over something. But ultimately, you're thinking about that leap. You're thinking about walking away from something that you've been invested in to kind of make a big change here, for sure. August. This is where you're at, Maurice. You're in that stress zone. You've got all this on your mind. You're concerned about maybe more than finances. You're concerned about your career. I will clarify. Let's look. What's going on with this current angst for the month of August? What's that about? Wishes coming true, abundance, getting your needs met. And maybe you've been burnt with a recent loss, something that's been like a recent loss. And you have had insomnia, this is like the insomnia card. In your head all of July, and it looks like it might be bleeding a little bit into August here, because you're worried about the future, and you're worried about loss and scarcity happening. You're hoping too hard, worrying about the future. I feel like what we do know about the 5 of Cups, Maurice, is there's always the 2 cups standing. There's always an opportunity here. There's still something happening that hasn't been lost. So it seems like a little bit of glass half full, glass half empty, whatever's bird, the worry, it feels hard to push off of the worry. It's in a cycle versus trying to affirm yourself of what is working. So if it doesn't feel abundant and flowing in the career sector, spending time on what we do have, whether it's, in this case, I'm hearing it would be a relationship with the 2 of Cups. If you have important friendships or relationships in your life, family or something different that you can be grateful for, practice a lot more real overt gratitude and overt compassion for yourself and others, because it'll change you energetically to be able to breathe out a little bit on the rest of your life. It's not going to change your bank account, but it definitely changes your perception and your perspective to be thinking more positively, for sure. I'm going to pull a Moonology card for you as well. For the month of August, for Maurice. Or anybody else who wants to resonate on this reading. Adjustments are required. So you do need to shift your mindset and maybe take practices that put you in a better mind frame here. Whatever tends to work for you, you might not be, yeah, you need to energetically shift and do the things that are like almost so polar opposite. Like you don't feel like doing them right now, but give yourself grace to do those things to shift your mindset first. In the month of September, ooh, harmony, alchemy, good things coming. As you integrate out of that tough phase, you will integrate out of that tough phase. You're ultimately on this journey of moving towards something more fulfilling. You're weighing something up. You're weighing something up. And the month of September is going to be something I feel tangible happening. But I will clarify that. And you're going to still be working through your fears. But progress for sure. You are right. Coming in from out of the cold. Gaining dominion and control and victory. Yeah, I do think so. I think you're going to be reconnecting with yourself, reconnecting with others. There'll be more harmony within yourself. More harmony within yourself is going to be projected in your connections and your other energy. You might be protective of your finances, and that's kind of, you're probably holding on to what you do have. You're probably wondering if you can walk toward this other thing because you don't know if it's worth the risk. You might have been, you're carrying on some baggage here. So you have to do whatever you can to release the baggage, and you do need to take a rest. Okay? Whatever works for you. You have to work through your fears, figure out a way to release feeling burnt by a current situation. And yeah, you need to calm your brain down. Yes. Insomnia will completely mess with you, your appetite, your sleep schedule, any energy draining. Yes, calm completely. Seek a regular sleep pattern is what I'm hearing too. If it's erratic for you right now because you're giving into, reading, writing, the internet, screens, phone, because you go to that automatic or something you do automatically that keeps your nighttime ritual all messed up too. Don't force yourself to go to bed early when you have insomnia, but just force a calming routine before you go to bed. So a full hour before your intended sleep time should be whatever calms you down, whether it's a shower, whether it's a walk, whether it's going off screen, whether it's, a book that can make you kind of just get tired, whether, distractions that are healthier, the nighttime routine thing, I could be telling you all the stuff, but, and, if all else fails, you might need to seek some help for insomnia. Showering at night instead of in the morning. Yeah. Yeah. Something that you might want to look up is, though, cold showers for anxiety. Brief cold water can reset the anxiety and stress response system. I want to look that up. You don't just jump into that. You got to read on that. Ooh, I like that. October, you're going to be reconnecting with your community, your tribe, your friends. They're going to be very supportive in October. So it could be networking too. The Emperor. Could be networking too. What else do we need to know for September? I'm sorry. October for Maurice. Queen of Cups and the Empress. Wow, some really compassionate feminine energy here to support you. It could even be a relative, could be a mother, an aunt, sister, friend, relationship. There's just a real supportive, buoyant, feminine energy. Okay, so Good news there. Good news there. And it could spark some new ideas and some newness for you, Maurice. Just going to make our way through the rest of this for October. The end of a tough cycle approaches. Excellent. The end of a tough cycle approaches. November, we have the Empress again. So it starts in October, but in November, this Empress energy or figure is going to be very prominent in the new positive cycle. I really do appreciate that this is going to make a big impact on you. This Empress energy that's coming in November for you, which is outstanding. Outstanding. What else do we need to know about that? Somebody who's going to offer you love, support, compassion, maybe even creative idea to support this new direction that you might then start feeling more confident to take. Queen of Wands, it could be a new opportunity in a business. That could be a business leader or a connection, the Queen of Wands. For a new start, here's your Fool. Here's your Fool card. Damn, that's right there. Here's the Fool card, the new start. There's going to be a spark for a new start here and the ability to take the risk to manifest. This is getting better as we go in November. So already I see the turnabout is really literally like September, October, November. It's kind of happening gradually. You need to walk through your fears, process the anxiety differently, be compassionate with yourself. Luck is on your side in November. And December, new opportunity, new emotional cup here. So that's something. Wow. New opportunity. What's this Page of Cups? Usually just the beginning of something, but I feel like this could be your energy. I feel like it's your energy where you're kind of like sparking on this Eight of Cups journey, and something is healing in you. Something is healing in you. This emotional healing is what it feels like. Oh, and that's you. You're the Aries Taurus cusp. Oh, how funny. Wait a minute. Aries Taurus is the Page of Cups? That's Fire Earth cusp. How can that be Page of Cups? Or is, okay. King of Pentacles. That would be the ultimate that we want to see. Wishes coming true, healing, and the King of Pentacles. That would be your energy for by the end of the year. You're going to be feeling in control of your finances. You will at least know your path. I'm not saying you're going to be there yet, but you should at least know your path. And again, we have a double Temperance happening. So it's all forming. It's all coming together. It's coming together. Will you accept the opportunity or not that's coming your way? It's a good question. But I really do feel, let's get the last Moonology for the extra guidance. One or two of these. Communication is key. Communication will be key to maximize this opportunity by the end of the year. So don't drop your communication. Be careful of your communication and don't let the past hold you back. Here you go. Bam. It's a good reading. It's a good reading. So I do think that you're not ready for that new leap of faith yet. I feel like you've got to work through your anxiety and your fears. You've got to work through your fear. You've got to process what it is that's holding you back. Not dwell on it necessarily. You have to tap your friends by October. There's going to be some nice nurturing and abundant energy by November, and definitely supportive of this Fool card and this card, the Eight of Cups. So I wish you well, and I'm going to sign off. I hope that made sense for you, Maurice. I wish you lots of luck. There is a light at the end of the tunnel completely. You're so welcome. Thank you. I do appreciate it. You all take care. Thanks for being with me, and I will see you again soon. Take care.